Chara offers seniors beautiful apartment living. It's a special, secure place to belong, providing choice, freedom and professional care. Each spacious apartment comes with an ensuite, veranda, security and on-call nurses. Entertain your guests in the elegantly appointed shared spaces. Our vibrant activities program will keep your mind and body active. Bella Chara welcomes new residents. Call us today on 5202 5300 for a personal tour.
Welcome back to News Geelong. Now we speak to Kevin O'Leary, President of the Eastern Park Bowls Club. With no bowls action last weekend, Graham Rawlins caught up with him.
It's Norm Atkins Memorial Day at the Eastern Park Geelong Bowls Club and their proud president, Kevin O'Leary. KO joins us. What a brilliant day, KO.
It's a lovely day for the Australia Day Bowls. Graham, absolutely fantastic.
You've got over 100 players here representing something like 12 to 14 clubs. It's just magnificent.
From all over the region, we're just glad they're patrons today and just fantastic day. They've all came, fours and height and the whole lot. Ocean Grove, St Leonard's, from all over. Terrific.
And of course Norm Atkins, a name synonymous with his philanthropy with bowls throughout Geelong over many, many years, and Eastern Park with its 100 plus years of history has been at the forefront of that.
Yes, look, I never had the pleasure to meet Norm, but he's a benefactor of a few clubs, I think, around Geelong, and I'll be honest with you, it's we've got it invested. Philanthropy is a very big word, Graham. We've got it invested, and days like this can, we use it, and it's very good. Norm was very, very good.
The greens are running well, although the number one green may be a bit quicker than the number two green.
You do know a bit about bowls, don't you, mate? Because I don't. No, we've just done this one up. A Tip Wharf, I think it is, and this one's just been done up a little bit slower, but as you can see, they're fantastic. That's a little bit quicker at number one, and this is getting better.
And you've brought out, with no Division 1 pennant being played in Geelong today, you've brought top grade fields to the Eastern Park.
Well, after the Eastern Park teams, there's some bloody good teams. Rossi Pettigrew, one of our players, brought a good team from Leopold with him. And there's Highton, Westy from Ocean Grove, very good players. They come along, just have a bowl and relax on an Australia Day, very good.
And $1,500 worth of prize money.
Yep. I don't think I'll be in that, but Ian Gray and Lenny and Keith at Scrunch Jamison might be in it. I think they're going all right, so see how we go.
You mentioned Scrunch, a well-known man of identity around the Geelong and District Football League. I notice he's got of East Geelong too, and he's got maroon bowls with a golden eagle engraved in the centre of his bowls.
Well, apparently there's only one set in Australia and he got in first. All I'm happy is not the Carlton Blues on it, but it has got East Geelong Eagles on it. And he got in first.
So they're really personalised bowls.
And for a personalised person, yes.
How's the club travelling, volunteers, and I understand the number of women that you've got starting to enjoy the club facilities are on the increase, which is great.
Well, we have got 3, we had 2, so we're on the increase, Graham. They're just terrific. We had the kitchen done up, and 2 or 3 volunteers help us run the committee today, ladies. Meryl Lindeberg and Beres McLeod. Very, very thankful for them. And Deanne Pedersen, my wife and daughter, and Sharon Thompson is the secretary, do very, very well, keep the club going. And all the volunteers.
And of course, you're the leader of the ship and leading it by example, and Eastern Park are on the move.
I don't know about example, but I like to be part of it. It's a very, very social club, a lot of nice people, and you do make friends at bowls. So anyone that wants to come for a game is most welcome at Eastern Park.
And Eastern Park, viewers, Geelong is behind the Geelong High School and on the edge of the famous Eastern Park Gardens down here in Geelong.
With the Botanical Gardens probably 400 or 500 metres away. It's lovely, and all the bats come at night over the top, the whole lot. We get the lot. All the fruit bats, thousands of them.
Males and females.
The whole lot of them. The lot of them. They go and land on the netball.
KO, anyone would think that you don't like ladies playing netball.
I do like the netball, Graham. I really. It's really good.
There is a public statement of renown. Kevin O'Leary does like netball. KO, come back here as we finish this interview. Thank you very much for your time. Love the uniform. And congratulations to the Eastern Park Geelong Bowling Club for putting on such a wonderful day in memory of Norm Atkins, and congratulations to whoever the winner may be.
Thank you, Graham. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thanks for that, Kevin. Now we speak to Aaron Randall, captain of the Leopold Cricket Club. for an update with their match between Leopold and Geelong West, which will conclude tomorrow.
A reasonably successful season so far for Leopold, but this game in particular is one you must win.
Yeah, look, so far so good. We've certainly come a long way, not just this year, but probably in the last 18 months. We've had a couple of senior guys get back on board and sort of join our club in sort of development and coaching roles. And, we're starting to see the rewards with our batting and our bowling groups. This game's really important, but from our point of view, we make sure that every game is a stepping stone, and a great start out here for the boys to have them 3 for early. We've sent them in, and maybe 1 or 2 before tea will really put us right in the mix. Look, Geelong West are a quality side. Grand finals the last couple of years. They've got some really talented players, and hopefully we can get the job done, not just this week but over the next few weeks.
In the first part of the season, there were a couple of games that just seemed to slip out of your grasp, and yet you fought your way back well.
Yeah, look, to an extent, we knew where we were coming from and where we were starting, but we also knew where we wanted to go. We appointed a senior captain in Rod Kittle, who's been outstanding, and at the start of our pre-season, we really pulled back our whole program, our junior academy and our batting and bowling programs, and we knew it was going to take time. Our main focus was to set some standards and some goals with our batting and bowling groups that we thought we could achieve, and it's been step by step. Yeah, we lost a couple of really close ones in East by a run and North Geelong by a couple of wickets, but it probably showed how far we'd come to get so close. We were lucky we picked up an outright at the start of the year, which technically gave us probably double the points, and we were able to get up over Newtown last week with a really important performance from our import Jonathan Booth and probably one of our senior leaders in Timmy Marshall. So we are there or thereabouts. We know that the top standard that's expected, and it's probably just that consistency that maybe let us down at crucial periods.
You mentioned Jonathan Booth, a fine player, and one that seems to be really now starting to hit his straps at an important time of the year.
Yeah, really important for us. He actually is residing with myself and my fiancée Brianna, and he's been nothing but professional from the start. He's only 18. He came over with some pretty big raps. He certainly took his time in getting amongst the runs, but look, I can't fault the work that he's been doing. Him and I were down here, 3 or 4 nights a week in the first 2 or 3 months for him to acclimatise. He got a taste of it against Titan, which was a really important innings with him and Josh Hughes, and against East, he looked all class with a top notch of top score of 40 odd, and last week was just rewards for him, and it was great to see a couple of our middle tail end batsmen sticking around so we could get those 3 figures. And look, he's quietly confident now, and we're certainly confident as a batting group and as a coaching group that we now have the batting depth, I suppose, to sort of set some standards and some platforms going forward.
Aaron, you've been around the Geelong cricket scene for a long while. You've enjoyed the elite level. How are you enjoying coaching here at Leopold?
Look, it's a real challenge, and I'm loving it. This is my junior club, Leopold, and played all my junior cricket here. Spent 7 years at Geelong, and I suppose coming back to local cricket, I was able to come back with the experience that I sort of took off Damien Shanahan and Dave Brainey, Andre Borovic, Glenn Ward, and then just some of the players that you get to train with. I've never played A-grade cricket or the top grade cricket, but just the guys you get to train with, it's outstanding. And there's some of the things that we've been able to bring back to Leopold. We have a couple of other VCA and Premier cricketers in Ben O'Brien and Mark Fraser and Scott Lindsay, our development coach. They've been around the traps, and they know what's expected, and we're starting to get that through our playing group. And we've said from the start that we may not necessarily make we may not make the right choice every time, but we're just doing it to try and make sure that our playing group gets forward and certainly learns from individuals. So.
And finally, Aaron, the teams that you've played that are above you so far this season, who has impressed you most going into the latter part of the year and, of course, heading into finals time?
Yeah, look, I suppose finals cricket, it's always funny. I suppose looking at the batting side of things, South Bowen, the names in that side are really quality cricketers, and they really are able to dictate teams. So, you know, they're certainly going to be right up there, and if they get a chance to bat first on some really, really nice finals wickets, you know, they're going to be really hard to beat with setting targets. Obviously, Geelong West, you can never count them out. They've got some talented cricketers all the way through. But I honestly think it's quite open. You know, we know where we stand. We know what we're expecting from our playing group. You know, North Geelong, I would suggest, have snuck under the radar, but you know, they continually do the job every week. And when we played them out here, you know, they certainly got away with a really good win, and just rewards for them and their group. You know, but just speaking to them and listening to what they had to say after the game, you know, they've got some expectations on themselves as well, and they knew that, you know, premierships aren't won in, let alone November, let alone January, Feb. So, look, those three sides are going to be hard to beat, but I reckon any side on their day, in that, if they can make that top six, is certainly going to be a challenging experience. So,
Thanks for that, Aaron, and best of luck tomorrow. Be sure to stick around. We'll be back with more after this.